I'm here in Citizens Park, which is in Barrington, Illinois, and behind me is a treehouse like you've never seen before. It's one that is accessible for anyone that wants to use it. We caught up with the president of a company called Forever Young. His name is Bill Allen, and along with one of his designers, he's going to show us exactly what it takes to design and build a treehouse just like this.
So yeah, it's looking great around here, and there's some, I notice a lot of oaks.
Yes.
I think the major benefit of tree houses for adults and kids is giving them a chance to be outdoors together in an unusual situation and to feel connected to nature. It's really a level playing field. When you're in a tree house and younger kids act a little older and grown-ups act a little younger. Well, the mission of Forever Young Tree Houses is to make sure that kids, even if they're in a wheelchair, or have a mobility issue, get a chance to spend at least an afternoon in a treehouse. I think what makes an ideal treehouse location is anywhere that you can be outdoors, close to a tree, sharing experience with other people. There's certain trees that are better than other trees, but as far as the location, it should just be somewhere where it feels a little private. Unlike other tree houses that might be built by children in backyards, our tree houses take 12 to 20 weeks to construct, and we use highly engineered material for the structure.
Sustainably harvested hardwoods that hold up as decking and other framing elements that are stained and preserved to last, like spring, winter, spring, summer, and fall. So every tree house that we build has been approved, by an engineer and structurally sound to, last forever. It's not like cobbed together 2x4 scrounged up from a heap. We use building materials that you'd find in regular residential construction.
We use very organic material for any surfaces that come in contact with children or that people actually look at. We use tree limbs and found material, and we try and make very elaborately designed and engineered tree houses look like a kid built them. It's open to anybody, even if you use a wheelchair. Boys are allowed, girls are allowed, grown-ups are allowed. There's no sign saying keep out.
I'd have to say my favorite feature at the Barrington Tree House is not any architectural detail that I designed into the tree house itself, but rather the smiles on the faces of the kids that wheel by me as I'm hanging out in the tree house itself.
Really, the importance of a handicap-accessible treehouse is that it really shows the world what can be accomplished in the world of inclusion and accessibility if you really put your mind to it. There's no feeling in the world worse than being left out of something or kept out of something. And our treehouses are about getting people in.
I think that is so cool. Two people with all that talent using it to create something special, a treehouse that anybody can use. Pretty neat stuff. Right now, maybe you want to do a treehouse. It starts with a good tree, not a skinny one like this. You want a big solid tree. Look for one in the backyard that's like this, that when you wrap your arms around, you can't grab your hands, because you want to overbuild a treehouse because kids are going to be using it most likely. When it comes to the lumber, oversize that as well so that it's good and sturdy. And with the bolts and the screws, make sure it's corrosion resistant and that they're heavy duty as well. Now, when they took the bark off of all this wood here, they used a draw knife, which was a pretty cool tool back when it was invented. But I've got some 21st century tools that are really cool. Take a look.